Thanks for joining me on this video. This is a video of a wine bottle being made into a waterer for my plants. So I painted them with the Folk Art taupe, I believe it was called, and I added baking soda to the paint to give it a texture. I ran these tissue papers off on my computer, and then I cut them out, and of course I'm cleaning my area. And now I'm going to take the Mod Podge, the Distress Inks, and this is the vintage photo, and I'm just going to run it along the edges of this tissue paper to hide that white that I didn't cut out. And I deliberately didn't because I wanted those darker lines around the edges. And that Distress Ink is wonderful stuff. So now I'm going to put Mod Podge onto the base of the jar first on this one, and then I turn around and put it on the back of the jar. Oh no, I didn't on that one. I know there was one where I put it on the back, so we'll see what I do here. I guess I didn't do it on this one because last time I did it, it wadded it up, and I'm glad I didn't because they stayed straight and nice. Now I'm sealing them with Mod Podge. And then I would take a tissue and rub out that area where the tape was that I had pulled off so that I could see the viewing window for the water level. I just didn't want Mod Podge on it. I could have put the labels upside down, but I thought, well, if I use these bottles for something else later, then the label would be upside down if I turned it upside down right now. So I left it that way. Now I'm going to put some more Distress Ink around the pictures, and those are ordered on Etsy on Chocolate Rabbit is her store name, and she has the kitchen ones, the medicine ones. These are the medicine ones that I'm using. You get 4 in each pack, very reasonable price. You just download them to your computer and print them off as many times as you want onto whatever subject matter you want. So still wanting to kind of distress it a little more, I end up taking my Gator sander and scratching it up pretty good, and that one area didn't want to scratch, but just to give it that more used look instead of a brand new jar. And I do both sides. Just at the top, I didn't want the bottom because I'm thinking in my mind I'm going to end up using these as stand-up ones because once you see at the end I'll explain it. But right now I'm sealing it with, staining it with the Color Vintage Photo again because the Distress Ink, I want it to look like they're aged too. And I love how they turned out, as you can see in the photo. Now I'm taking the twine that I got actually from Habitat for Humanity for I think $1. Oh, Mod Podge. Okay, I'm using the Mod Podge here. Sorry about that. This is the dishwasher safe type, and being that it's going to be around water, I wanted that, but I won't put it in my dishwasher. I just didn't want it to not have a good seal, and dishwasher safe in the blue bottle or blue label Mod Podge is really perfect for that because after 21 days it's set. You put it in a dishwasher, you could wash it by hand, whatever you want to do, and it's not going to ruin the paint. So here I'm taking the twine and I'm going to start from the top of the neck of the bottle, and I'm going to start putting twine on it on both of them. And I use my hot glue gun for this. And you don't have to super do it, with the glue gun, but you do. I think I burnt my finger there, so I had to put my glue gun on, my finger lens on. So I'm sorry I'm out of camera range here. I didn't realize I was. But I just go around the neck of the bottle. And just twirl forever. And then I find on the next one, you'll see what happens. Again, I apologize that it's out of camera range, but you're getting the gist of what I'm doing. Twisting the bottle, and gluing it. I love that new glue gun though. I did a video on it just to show you guys what all features it has and everything. And it's really turning out to be a great glue gun. I'm just going around making sure there's enough glue on there to keep the string or the twine intact. I love how that looks. Now I'm going to do just a little bit on the bottom where the paint, I didn't paint because I wanted to see the watermark from there too. So I decided to put a little bit of twine on the bottom too. To kind of give it a little character too and hide the raw edges of the paint and the glass. One thing I did notice that after everything was said and done, they work in the little terracotta tubes, but the twine makes it a lot thicker, so it's a little bit of a tight fit, and I didn't want to break them. So I'm thinking I might take the twine off and continue using it as a watering bottle because it's not going to be seen. But if I have other bottles, I'm going to decorate them like this because I just love how this turned out. I think the twine and the antiquing them and all that really looks neat. Of course, they won't have a line up the back because they won't be for watering. And here, I don't know why I did it. I started from the middle almost, and then I learned, just twine it around by hand instead of doing the bottle. Sometimes you just don't think, I guess, or I don't, and that's what happens. You learn, I guess, as you craft along, you go, oh, that was easier. And this is so much easier. Stretch there, and there's some dull glue, so those little fingerlings, rubber fingerlings, really work good. After I was done with the videotaping, you'll see in the two bottles that I end up going down a little further on that. Well, I guess not. But that's how it sits in your water thing, and you can see the level of the water right there. And I think that's pretty cool too.